Hey guys, it's Curly Fry here, and today we are playing another game on Xbox Game Pass, one that is actually leaving Xbox Game Pass pretty soon. And that game is Astrologaster. Astrologaster is a comedy narrative adventure game, and it's leaving Xbox Game Pass March 15th, 2021, so in less than 2 weeks. So if you want to try it, better do it. Better do it soon. So let's just hop right into it.
Long ago in England in 1592, there begins our tale, and all of it is true. Through all of London, bubonic plague spread, covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
That's very nice introduction.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled, might not have been because he was too sick to leave his bed.
Alas, 'tis my final hour. I will surely die. I am too far gone to recover, and for the plague there is no cure. Unless a cure might be found in the stars.
Oh gosh. How might I be cured of the plague? I have the plague, characterized by loss of appetite, immoderate thirst, and pus-filled swellings behind the ear. Oh gosh. In the eye. Oh. These are symptoms of a fever provoked by excess sanguinity in the liver. To indicate a severe imbalance of the blood humor. Yes?
Let me see now. According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes. Oh, can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever? Then I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see now. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water.
Uh-oh. I think we mixed things a little bit wrong.
Huzzah! I am cured.
Oh, never mind. We did
I
it.
shall now go forth with my miraculous strong water to cure all London of the plague.
That's nice. I judge on every robot here. I invented a new controller. Cured? Okay. This current will return for another consultation. Interesting. Okay.
For the made a plague cure and use it on himself, then left his house to risk all London's true health.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh gosh. Awkward.
Simon Foreman, cured us of the plague, 'tis true.
Some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology and knows his own strong water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor? Here comes a lady queer and a little warily. Her name is Avis Allen. What can her trouble be?
God give you good day, madam. How may I?
Are you Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam, I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers. Mistress.
Allen, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mr. Allen? Pray describe your troubles to me.
Well, the pain started full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Oh, not that I am in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawning. That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A moment whilst I make note of this. Headache and involuntary purging. Is that all?
Aye, that is all. And thinking on it, my complaint does seem most trifling, and you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you pardon me, for I have wasted your time.
Prithee, do not go, for I assure you, madam, your case verily is important to me. And 'tis important to you, is it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day.
Well, aye.
Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the cause of Mistress Allen's suffering?
Let's see. I guess we choose one of these. Choose one zodiac to diagnose. I was up all night with headaches and turning. What is the cause of my suffering? They associate with her being with child. Okay. Or evil digestion. I don't think digestion really gives you a headache. Does it? I don't really think so. They were celebrating something, so let's go with this.
You are with child, Mistress Allen. 'Twas the reason for your celebration last even, methinks.
Aye, but how did you know?
I can see it in my chart, madam. There is a planet aligned with Scorpio at present, Scorpio being the constellation that rules over such matters. Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
It has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did feel the child quicken. So, indeed, 'twas the cause for our celebration, as you say. For I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never. And Mr. Allen and I do pray this one will be born alive.
There, dear lady. The presence of the planet Mercury in my chart does suggest you suffer from anxious passions on account of your condition, and given your ill-favoured history, I warrant 'twas the twin burdens of hope and fear that provoked your troubles last even.
Oh, I see.
Pray take this flask of wine, madam. It has been infused with cloves, ginger root, and cinnamon. Drink of it each morning, and you should soon feel much improved.
Verily, I will do as you advise. I thank ye heartily, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
Cool. Speaking of cinnamon, I tried to make snickerdoodles today for like the second time, and I feel like I did some stuff wrong because it turned in more like snickerdoodle bread. But it still tasted like snickerdoodles, so that's fine. Yeah, I attempted to make snickerdoodles. They went well the first time. I think there was an issue with the type of butter I was using and too much baking soda. Which is, definitely a problem I should have anticipated, but oh well, that's fine. Okay. They roasting this man with their song.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. Be it Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral?
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not upon church business that I come to you this day. 'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel. I have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities. And, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientifical means. And now, these investments of which you speak, Pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed. For sea voyages are most perilous, and if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my entire investment.
Aye, forsooth, 'twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Of course, of
Aye,
course.
naturally. And whither might these ships be bound?
The first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me upon which of these 2 ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg, we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
Oh gosh, is this some sort of like history I'm supposed to know or something? Let's see. Selecting the ship's name should evoke a child who is victorious in battle. Okay. Plays vested it will result in a change of fortune for him. Okay, that's well, yeah. Evoke a woman who partakes in a marriage. I mean, obviously, both of these are gonna cause a change in fortune. Evoke a child who is victorious in battle. Is Yarmouth something about a child from battle? I mean, cherub is like Cupid, right? And Cupid is like the little guy. Is he like a child? You know, the battle of love. You know, the victorious in the battle of love, and then marriage. Result in change. I understand. Ship's name should evoke a woman who partakes in a marriage. And this one is just that. Should evoke a child who is victorious in battle. Let's just do this one. I have no idea.
Yes, I must advise you that your investment will bring about a change in fortune for you.
I should hope so. Indeed, it is the reason for my desire to make such an investment. But in which ship?
You must invest in the Bride of Yarmouth.
The Bride of Yarmouth? The bride? But how on earth?
Allow me to explain, Dean
Wait,
Blagg.
what?
In the house of marriage, we see the planet Venus, which does represent femininity. And what is the feminine element of a wedding? 'Tis the bride. Ergo, the Bride of Yarmouth. Do you now see? I assure you, my logic is most sound.
Doubtless it is, though 'tis of no use to me, for I said nothing of a ship called the Bride of Yarmouth. 'Twas the Pride of Yarmouth. Pride, with a P.
Ah, verily. But I...
Oh, tush, Dr. Foreman. I will not judge you harshly, for in truth I too do oft find myself thus befuddled.
I guess we messed up.
We elder gentlemen cannot expect to be as sharp as once we were, can we?
Sir, I hardly think we're of the same age.
Prithee, sirrah, as much as I would love to bide and discourse with you, it is almost time for my afternoon nap.
Does sound
Mayhap
nice.
you would benefit from one also. Good day, Dr. Foreman, and keep ye well.
Yes, I would love to take an afternoon nap. Make you look took my wife a little ill. Oh well, sorry. Oh man. This dress is very fancy.
tomorrow, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp. And how may I do you service this day?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. A dear, kind man, but I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
Poor.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding
Oh, he's
advanced in
old.
years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not think I could bear it. Verily, I would not. Indeed, methinks I would rather not marry him at all. Am I very heartless, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. A man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Merely the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr. Middleton have any ailments that might hasten his death?
Let's see. Oh gosh, 3 options? I don't like this. Has been bewitched. A mild enchantment. Possibility of death. Okay. Dropping down of the piss. Character has involuntary urination. Is exacerbated when combined with his fear of heights. Cardiac passion. Black bile. Illness cannot be cured. Grave health conditions. I mean, this doesn't a condition that may end in death. Imbalance of phlegm, imbalance of black bile, and the illness cannot be cured. Dropping down. I mean, I don't think that leads to death. This one just seems crazy, so I think we got this one as the option. I don't know. Maybe I'm terrible at this game, but we will see.
I am full sorry, madam, but the stars give heavy news. Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion. Indeed, his heart may stop at any moment. He must avoid anything that might alarm or trouble his vital spirits. One shock could be enough to kill him.
Oh, woe, alas, poor Mr. Middleton. I thank you for your kind understanding, Dr. Foreman, and for your discretion in this matter. I will at once to my family go and beseech them not to make me accept Mr. Middleton's proposal. God give you good day, Dr. Foreman.
I guess we did good. I'm unsure. Was pleased with the reading I gave, so that's good. Got a 40. Beware, is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? London has lately been importuned by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Oh gosh.
Murdering would those doctors come. Murdering those doctors come. Murdering one fine day. Those doctors will they slave for? Those doctors will they slave for? Slave for now. Will they send him to jail? They send him to jail.
Wowza.
What is the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do? Mayhap the stars will advise me.
Okay. Involves being sensitive to the needs of my querents. Brilliant mind to forge strong relationships with my querents. The church. Ending a war. It's much. Oh gosh. Let us serve the people. I have no idea what is going on. I'm so scared.
It seems that if I'm to avoid prosecution by the College of Physicians, I must obtain a medical license. Towards this end, doubtless the best course is to serve my querents well, treating their illnesses and problems with intelligence and sensitivity. For if I do, they may favour me with letters of recommendation, and I can use these to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Genius. We have solved the case. Okay, we're getting some letters to get a medical license. Boom.
Man at the door who we've not seen before. Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who is come to inquire dressed in such strange attire? Tis Signor Ferraro.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman of Venezia, come to make a trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, huh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth, I will seek to do so, Signor. Pray, describe your complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Pain during urination?
See, and his pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
Okay, lower back pain and some urination. Gout? Okay, definitely don't think it's that. Severe pain in the kidney or loss of appetite, vomiting. Okay, that seems pretty possible. Dysentery. Pain in the bowels. Stool. That's not urination. This one, kidney stones.
'Tis a case of stones in the kidney, I regret to say. But worry not, Signor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Ah, your famous strong water. This water is said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
Boom. Yes, please let us continue. 10. Oh god, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy a lot. What? We're gonna
Well met, Mr.
seduce
Salmon.
her?
Pray tell, the last time I saw you, you were with child, methinks. Pray tell, how
I
fares...
would rather not talk about that, if you please.
Uh-oh.
I am full sorry, madam.
I'm come upon the matter that brings.
Pardon, madam. I prithee, madam, say on.
I'm come about the new law. I know not what to do, and I would have counsel.
You are in trouble with the law, madam?
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences, my Sunday absences from church. I am afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
'Tis the Act Against Recusants you speak of. The law that obliges Catholics to attend church and take the English sacrament. You are of the Catholic faith, then, I take it?
I, a Catholic, but as well a law-abiding woman and a full loyal subject of the Queen. Long may she reign.
I do not doubt it, madam.
Long may she reign.
Take the Protestant sacrament. Oh, 'tis heresy. So says the Pope in Rome. I risk being damned to hell if I do it, Dr. Foreman. Verily, I find myself in a most terrible bind.
I see. Damned if you do, yet condemned if you do not. A cruel bind indeed. Well, let us see if the stars may untangle it for us. Should Mistress Avis Allen attend Protestant church services?
Should she? Some have their own opinion of the Allen's wealth and are envious. Okay, jealousy. Problem is her female neighbors represents woman. Oh gosh, there's so many. Must remain strong. Strength, death. Oh gosh. Getting in trouble with the law and being punished by the authorities. That is true. There may be a creative solution. Let's do this one.
I fear the stars confirm your fears.
Maybe there's a roundabout way to do this.
Every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted for being a recusant.
Oh, but then what of my soul, Dr. Foreman?
Methinks I have a solution for that, madam. If you were to cross your fingers behind your back during the service, any Protestant oath you would swear would not count.
Oh man,
Course,
that's
you must
funny.
Be sure to stand at the back of the church while doing so that only God may see, and no one else.
Forsooth, what an ingenious notion! Oh, Dr. Foreman, you have saved me. You are so wise, sir. 'Tis so. Verily, 'tis most admirable.
But, dear lady, 'tis you who is to be admired. The strength of resolve, your devotion to your faith, and your... Madam, would you care to see my collection of Venetian glassware?
Oh,
I think I
wowza.
would. Indeed, I would like that very well.
Wowza. Okay. But, oldest trick in the book. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Let's just skip this whole section right here and then continue on. Oh, we're so close to this letter of recommendation.
Here comes a beauty dark as night. Her hair does shine, her eyes are bright. A damsel formed for man's delight.
Oh, she is quite a lady.
Oh, she is quite a lady.
Good day to you, sir. I am Amelia Bassano of Bishopsgate, here for my consultation.
Welcome, Mistress Bassano. Bassano, 'tis an Italian name, is it not?
Aye, it is, sir. Though I was born in London, my family are from Venice. They did come to London to gain employment as musicians at the royal court.
Ah, I know one of your countrymen, Riccardo Ferraro, another one of my querents. Mayhap you know him? He hails from Venice, too.
No, sir, I do not know him. Venice is a large city, and as such 'tis home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
Aye, of course. Mayhap we turn our thoughts to what brings you hither this day. Have you a question for me?
Aye, sir, I wish to know what afflicts me, for my belly does begin to swell, and lately I oft find myself chundering after meals.
Swollen abdomen and involuntary upward purging. Well, now, let us consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia Bassano?
Let us see. What could it be? Swollen belly and throwing up. Liver worm. No idea what that is. With child. This suggests the illness will not last long. Okay. Crick in the knees. Pressure. That doesn't really... From liverworm. What is liverworm? I have no idea what liverworm is. I feel like I'm going to get disgusted if I were to look up what liverworm is. Liverworm is something about a parasite in your body. Symptoms includes vomiting and abdominal pain, I think this is close enough. I don't think she is a prego.
Fasciola hepatica, commonly known as a liverworm, a worm that has made its home in your liver. This would explain the swelling in your abdomen.
I see. And what of my chunderings, sir?
You may also blame the worm for that.
That's right.
It seems your uninvited guest is a harsh critic of the meals you send him. When he feels the dish has been over-seasoned, or mayhap when your beef has not been cooked to his liking, he sends it back.
Then how might I expel this verminous intruder? I must own I find the notion of sharing my repasts with a worm right unsavoury.
It is pretty unsavory.
Procedure. First you are to fast. After 2 full days without food, the worm will begin to hunger most acutely. Then you must take a bowl of hot pottage. Hold it in front of your nose and breathe deeply of its flavoursome odours. The now starving worm, being tantalized by the smell of your potage,
Oh my
will
gosh.
propel itself out of your liver, up through your intestines, and out through your mouth.
Dr. Foreman, I am sorry to inconvenience you, but I believe I'm about to chunder. Would you
Oh gosh.
a receptacle?
My manservant will assist you with your,
Oh no. Oh gosh.
William, come hither and assist Mistress Pisano.
So did we did it correctly? Little please. Okay. Okay, only 10.
Mary Payne is frightened when she spies a looking-glass, for 'tis a portal out through whence the gates of hell do blast. A deadly and foul wind that comes direct from Satan's paw. La, 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 la.
This is actually really enjoyable singing for all of these.
Blessed morrow to you, Dr. Foreman. I am Mary Payne of 4th Street in Lambeth, and come to seek your counsel about my neighbours.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne, and well met. What trouble do your neighbours give you? They play their lutes into the night, perchance? Mayhap a neighbour has cast a malignant spell upon your cabbages.
Why, sir, 'tis no trifling matter. Indeed, 'tis a matter of grave importance. Doubtless you do know we have a Catholic living on 4th Street, a woman by the name of Avis Allen.
Yes. I did hear tell that Mistress Allen subscribes to the Romish faith. But 'tis no crime to be a Catholic, is it, madam? At least, not at present.
Aye, but harbouring a Jesuit priest is, Dr. Foreman. These evenings past, I have spied a man sneaking in and out of the Allens' house. 'Tis my reckoning the man is a priest who is going hither and thither all over Lambeth to perform the Catholic Mass and take confessions. Doubtless Mr. Allen is hiding him in one of those little cupboards.
You mean to say you think Mr. Allen has installed a priest hole in his house? A secret room hidden behind the wood panelling of a wall?
Indeed I do. I am certain that he has such a hole, and that a priest is going in and out of Mr. Allen's hole from dusk till dawn.
Oh gosh, that's a little
How troubling.
awkward.
But surely you are mistaken, madam, for under the cover of darkness, how can you be sure the man you did spy was not Mr. Allen himself?
Nay, 'twas not Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen is a fine, tall figure of a man, whereas the figure I did spy was very narrow and malformed in appearance. A scrawny little imp of a man he was.
I see.
Now, you must not think me intolerant, Dr. Foreman. If Mistress Allen must cling to her
Is that-
idolatrous
is this-
backward
she talking about
beliefs,
us?
'tis her own affair, and I have no wish to cause trouble for the Allens. And 'tis true that Mistress Allen does now attend church on Sundays and takes the English sacrament just as she ought to. But we residents of 4th Street are decent English folk. We will not abide an agent of Rome sneaking around our neighbourhood, muttering incantations in some devilish foreign tongue.
So
I think you
rude.
mean Latin, madam.
But before I act upon my suspicions, I think it wise to know if there be any truth in them.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Who is this mysterious stranger, and why does he frequent the Allen's house late at night?
I think that stranger is us. Towards Alan's household goods and possessions, the man in strange saw his cool intentions. Mistress Payne will die suddenly, mayhap before the end of this consultation. Daron will form a scrawny little imp of a man. Oh gosh, are we gonna kill her? Untrustworthy foreigner. Okay. Maternal and thwarted by inability to bear child. But she stubbornly persists in trying to reverse her infertility. Sergeant who adorns himself in fine clothes. The Paladin who engaged in the Virgin Mirrors, he is just a priest. I don't want to single her out for that. Mistress Payne will die suddenly. Foreigners are just stubborn attempt at a reversal have been thwarted by her inability. I mean, I feel like this is the most accurate, but should we be saying the accurateness? Like, I don't know if we should be saying the accurate thing. I feel like we should be defending. You know, let's threaten her. You know, she calling us impy.
Prowling around the Allen's house is no priest. He is a thief, come at night to steal silver plate and candlesticks.
'Tis a mere robber I saw. On my honour, that is well to hear. Still, something must be done about it. I will rouse the menfolk of 4th Street and have them patrol our street each night until this sneak thief is apprehended.
Uh-oh.
Is that truly necessary, madam? Be there not more.
Pleasant day, Dr. Foreman.
Oh no! I've ruined our chance at visiting. Oh, darn it.
When the querent does rock a continental frock, when the Spaniard does rock a continental frock, when his Italian flair features on facial hair, 'tis Ferraro.
God give you good day, signor. And how may I assist you?
'Tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to see the great dottore, Simon Foreman.
So I see.
Oh gosh.
What brings you this day?
I bring myself to you, so you treat my illness. 'Tis very grave.
And, what might this illness be? Perchance we might start with your complaints.
First problem is the laughter that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable laughter, you say? I see.
Oh gosh.
Anything else?
Next problem, the dancing that cannot be controlled.
Is he drunk?
Uncontrollable dancing. And yet, you do not appear to be dancing at present.
What can I say? 'Tis uncontrollable dancing. I cannot control when I dance.
Nay, 'tis a fair point.
Doubtless my disease, whatever it may be, is very rare and very difficult to diagnose. But of course, if it be beyond your medical understanding...
Let me assure you, signor, that whatever is said of us on the continent, the learning of we English doctors is unparalleled. There is no better medical care to be had than in London. Now, let us see whether the stars may tell us something of your unusual and troubling illness.
He's drunk. Let's see. Bitten by tarantula. What? Sing or dance uncontrollable. So cute. Oh, what is that? Belching. Abdominal pain. I don't think it said pain. He has been burping. I mean, the accurate one is this tarantula thing, but like, whatever.
You have been bitten by a tarantula. Its venom has been creeping throughout your body, provoking the wanton laughter and dancing you're experiencing. The tarantula is a rare spider from foreign climes. Doubtless it travelled with you from Venice, hiding itself among your belongings.
Aye, doubtless you are right this time.
The venom may be expelled from the body using
Does
a
not like
combination
that.
of heat and music. I advise you to have a lutenist come by your house to sing and play for you while you bide near the fire. But take care not to insult the musicians playing, for whilst you will find it most loathsome, 'twill only be on account of the venom.
Ah, molto bene, signor Foreman. I will do as you advise. Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
Wait, he was upset, but then he's happy. Is he upset that we solved it? I mean, we got a good bump to that.
Why does this lady feel confined? Mayhap the world is too unkind. Nay, doctor, medicate her mind.
Pray cure this comely lady. Pray cure this comely lady.
Good day to you, madam.
Yes. Good day, Mr. Foreman. Pray tell, is your Venetian querent Riccardo Ferraro one of the patients you treat for troubles of the mind? Forsooth, his manner is right strange. I passed him at the door, and when I addressed him in the Italian tongue, he abruptly turned from me and ran away down the street.
Nay, Signor Ferraro has no grave troubles of the mind that I'm aware of. Mayhap he was merely dumbstruck by your beauty, madam.
Dr. Foreman, a man is rarely struck dumb by a woman's beauty. Indeed, 'tis quite the reverse. He is oft rendered all the more loquacious, plaguing her with ill-formed metaphors he believes are compliments, and with hasty declarations and invitations she has neither sought nor invited.
Ah, quite. But let us turn our minds to happier thoughts. I did lately hear of your marriage to your cousin, Mr. Alfonso Lanier, for which I must congratulate you.
Ah, yes, my marriage. 'Twas arranged when it became quite apparent that I was with child. Of this you failed to inform me. I came to you with a swollen belly, as you may recall.
That's a rip.
Verily? Then I beseech your pardon, madam. And your child and husband are both
Oopsies.
I would rather not discourse on the subject of my husband, Dr. Foreman.
As it pleases you, madam. What brings you this day?
Lately I have been feeling heavy and lethargic. I do also find it hard to fix my attention upon the book I am reading or upon words I am composing. And yet, although I oft feel right tired, I am having difficulty sleeping.
Ah, well, becoming a mother, beset with all the demands of a suckling babe, can force change upon the normal rhythms of life.
Nay, 'tis not that, for I have employed a wet nurse for the feeding and much of the care of my son. Methinks I must have some kind of disease.
I see. Let us consult the stars to see what afflicts you.
Let's get this one
What is
right.
ailing Mistress Amelia Lanier?
Heavy, lethargic, yet cannot sleep. Melancholy. Okay. Phlegmatism. Nope. Choleric temperament. Opinionated nature. Oh gosh. Melancholy. She bored, but she can't sleep. Heavy and lethargic. Cannot sleep. Stoic and stubborn. Aggressive, opinionated. Is she aggressive and opinionated? I mean, yeah. Querent suffers from melancholy. It's a melancholy sadness. Oh gosh, I feel so dumb right now. She doesn't seem very sad. She's stoic and stubborn. Psychological. I think it's definitely a psychological thing. Because she isn't like feeling an imbalance. She just is psychological. Let's go.
You are suffering from phlegmatism, madam. To treat it, I will give you syrup of safflower to be taken each morning when you break fast.
What is phlegmatism, Dr. Foreman?
Well, simply put, 'tis an excess of phlegm. This can be provoked by a stubborn temperament and a willful resistance to change. 'Tis sometimes experienced by lately wedded women such as yourself, who do not easily adjust to married life.
I see. So, if I am to understand your judgment, Dr. Foreman, if only I were to offer less resistance to, indeed, if I were to accommodate my husband's profligacy and drunkenness, then I would be cured of my condition?
Well, not precisely. If you will allow me to...
But is that not a logical extension of your judgment, Dr.
Oh
Foreman?
gosh, she's
If you will
roasting
forgive
us.
me for saying so, madam, you are displaying a degree of recalcitrance at this moment which only serves to confirm my...
Dr. Foreman, methinks I should prefer to forever remain a phlegmatic woman than hear any further from you this day, sir.
Oh gosh.
I will bid you good day.
I guess she's like took my advice rather ill. I see. I don't think I'm getting her letter of rec. That's for sure. That's very for sure. Blah blah blah. Requisite number of letters. So we need letters from our people in order to practice from the to get into the University of Cambridge. 8 letters. Oh my gosh, we are so done. Boom.
My dear Avis, what a pleasure it is to see you. I have oft thought of our last...
I cannot tarry long. My husband will be expecting me home.
Of course. But, dear lady, is something the matter?
Of course. Do not all your querents come with a matter they wish an answer to?
Well, yes, but...
I wish to ask of the stars whether a man I am close with, a man who is not my husband, whether that man be also close with another woman.
A man you are... I see. Well, if I am to judge the stars for you, I must ask you to be more precise. In what
Thinks I'm
sense
cheating on her?
close? The platonic bond of friendship?
Nay, close in the sense of being intimate.
I see. Then 'tis the familial tie of kinship, perchance.
Nay, I mean someone with whom I have shared physical relations.
Whoa.
Verily, madam, if I am to give you an accurate reading, you must state your question clearly.
Methinks you know full well what I ask. I bid you ask the stars whether my lover is, that is to say, be it true that he engages with another woman in acts of strumpy-humpy.
Strumpy humpy. My
It
goodness.
is unlike you to speak such indelicate words. Now, if I understand you correctly, you have a lover, and you wish to know whether he has been sharing his tender favours with another woman.
Aye, but did I not verily say so?
And now that we have at last fathomed your question, let us read the stars to fathom an answer. Has Mistress Allen's lover been unfaithful to her?
I'm a loyal person that helps you cheat on your husband with. Let's see. Turn my jealousy and confusion. More optimistic about a romance. Yeah, optimistic with me. Oh. Hello. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Nah, let's be good to her.
These stars are most clear, madam. Your lover has not been coupling with another woman.
He has not.
Forsooth, the stars say that your mind has been turned by jealousy and confusion. Now, if there is nothing further, madam...
Oh, how relieved I am to hear you say this. Oh, Simon, what a fool I have been not to trust you.
But you... this lover... 'twas me all along? You were not speaking of some other man?
I beseech you, pardon me, Simon. I had to know the truth from the stars, for I did hear tell of other women.
But how could you not see? No other woman is to me so dear, and verily is it not clear to you that I...
Whoa.
Do you verily, Simon?
Oh, my dear, sweet Avis.
Oh man. What is going to be the summary? Oh. Okay, very pleased. Very pleased. That's right, letter of rec. I love it. We got 1. Although return again. We don't need her anymore though.
Good morrow, madam. I humbly welcome you to my consulting chambers and thank you for choosing my practice. Mistress...
Fortescue, Mistress Sybil
Sounds like a little
Fortescue.
monkey.
Well then, Mistress Fortescue, what may I assist you with this day?
I come upon a most troubling matter, sir. I know not whether it is a medical matter or something else.
I see. Pray describe your trouble to me, madam.
Well, I suppose it all began with a dinner I hosted at my house last even. Mayhap you have heard of my dinners, Dr. Foreman. They are much talked about. Though I fear last evening's dinner will be talked about for all the wrong reasons.
Talked about, you say?
Yes, indeed, invitations to my dinners are much sought after, for I host the most desirable of guests. Lords, bishops, poets, explorers, painters and the like. Why, last eve I hosted the famous Robert Lord Devereux, the playwright William Shakespeare, and the Bishop of London and his wife. As well as fascinating conversation, at my table I served the very latest and most original dishes. Last even, I served an exotic green vegetable
Green?
called a potato.
Green
So crisp and
potato, you
refreshing.
say?
My dear husband sent them home to me from the New World. Doubtless you have heard of my husband, Captain Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh.
I see. Your dinners do sound most excellent, Mistress Fortescue. But what occurred at last eve's dinner that has you so distressed?
Well, in truth, 'twas after dinner. We all felt a strong desire to take some air, and so we left the table to take a turn in some pleasure gardens nearby. But then, as we were walking along the path, right in the middle of the gardens, in full public view...
Pray do not distress yourself, madam. Prithee, take your time.
My guests and I were, all of a sudden, stricken with pain. We began chundering and voiding from our... But there was nowhere to turn, you see. There were no
Oh
bushes
gosh,
close by
the
to
monkey
shield our
doesn't even want to
modesty.
look.
'Twas unspeakable.
A moment, madam, as I note this down. Abdominal pain and simultaneous upward and downward purging of a most sudden and violent nature.
Why those green
Now, let us
potatoes?
see how these stars explain this most distressing and unsavoury event. What troubled Mistress Sybil Fortescue and her guests last eve?
Evil digestion, temporary illness, chilly cold. I don't think so. Wandering hands. I think we got some evil digestion associated with those green
I think you
potatoes.
said the New World vegetables you dined upon were green in colour, did you not? And you described them as crisp and refreshing, I think. I take it then that you served them to your guests green and raw?
Yes, indeed. Most of the potatoes my husband sent me were full dull and unhealthsome in appearance. Hence I served only the green ones. I had my cook cut them in such a way as to resemble roses. 'Tis the way I oft serve my apples.
Ah. Case of evil digestion. I have read that these vegetables can be noxious if they turn green.
Oh, my days! Do you mean I poisoned my guests?
In a manner of speaking, aye. But worry not, madam, for the suffering was but temporary. Indeed, it does sound as if the bodies of your guests were most comprehensively purged of the poison. However, in future, be sure to cook the potatoes until they are soft, and pray do not eat the ones that have turned green.
As God shall mend me! What a shameful affair this has been! I shall go home and, well, I shall write to my husband and ask that he includes cooking instructions with the next gift of food that he sends me. I thank ye and bid ye good day, Dr. Foreman.
We did it. We solved her problem. Those green potatoes are bad. Oh, that was pretty good. 45 off of one thing. No, gosh. No. No, not you. Please, not you. Please, not you. Oh, no. Please.
Good even, Miss Lanier. What brings you?
I am come about my future, Dr. Foreman. I wish to know whether I will find success as a writer of poems and plays. You can predict futures, can you not?
You, madam? A writer of poems and of plays? Forsooth, how verily remarkable.
Well, 'Tis true most of us Basanos and Laniers are musicians, but I have chosen a different path. I've lately begun a collaboration with a poet and playwright. Let us call him Mr. S. He is presently writing a play that takes place in northern Italy, and as I am of Italian heritage, he has asked me to help him write it.
How interesting. And does this collaboration betwixt you go well?
Right well, or so methinks. Indeed, Mr. S did suggest that I am full talented as a writer. Be not afraid of greatness, he told me. For once our play opens upon the London stage, our success will follow, as night follows day.
I see. Then what would you have me ask the stars, madam?
Well, I've noted that Mr. S, although a brilliant man, is oft prone to exaggerated melodrama and implausible plot resolutions. I wish to know whether this story of his, of our future success, is true.
Very wise of you, madam. Then let us see whether your success or failure is writ in the stars.
I want Mr.
Will
S.
Amelia Lanier find fame and fortune as a writer?
Mr. S sounds like a good old Shakespeare. Surprising political changes. That's all. That's a lot of good stuff. Work well together. Okay. Oh gosh. Legacy marred by deceit and jealousy. Indulging in creative theft. Okay. I mean, let's give her some good news, you know? Maybe she'll like that.
Confidence is not misplaced, for the stars foretell that if you have faith in your success, you will succeed. And your contribution to the world will reach beyond literature to be of great benefit to society.
So, in order to succeed, I must hold fast to a belief that I will succeed.
Just so, madam.
But what you are asking of me is writing.
Oh my gosh, this lady.
How can I maintain a belief that my success is inevitable when you have just informed me that my success is conditional and contingent?
Oh, this lady. I can't.
Mistress Lanier, mayhap I have confounded you with the nuances of my astrological reading. All you need know is that the achievement of your goals is very likely. Indeed, 'tis indicated that your collaboration with Mr. S will be a fruitful one. Prithee, madam, look not for bad news among the good.
Aye, mayhap 'tis best I not overthink it, as you say.
Yes, don't
overthink
overthink it, girl.
Good even, Dr. Foreman.
Good even to you too. Little please. What do we got? We're at 10. Oh gosh. Oh. Let us talk with Miss Allen, and then we can wrap this game up.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam. What service may I perform for you this day?
For me? None. None at all.
Verily. Then I cannot fathom why you...
'Twas my husband who bade me come, for he finds it difficult to speak of... As I say, he had me come in his stead, and I could think of no reason to give him for why I should not come.
I see. Then what is troubling your husband? Madam, I cannot treat a querent without knowing first what his troubles are.
He is unable to perform his marital duties.
I see. And whatever does that mean? Your husband forgets to put out the night soil? Some broken shelving he's neglected to fix? Prithee, madam, I bid you be more precise.
You know perfectly well what I mean, Simon. I bid you not drag this out any longer. Pray read the stars and let us get this over with.
As you wish, madam. Now, let us see. What ails Mr. Allen so as to render him unable to perform his marital obligations towards Mistress Allen?
Oh, that's what that means. Unable to rise to the occasion. Loss of carnal lust. Mild enchantment cast by a witch. Cold in the heart. Crick in the back. No, I think it's carnal lust. Because it sure sounds like some lots of lust related.
Your husband is suffering from a lack of sanguinity in the brain, which has resulted in a loss of carnal lust. According to my chart, there is little hope of remedy.
Verily, no hope at all?
Nay, I'm afeard not.
Oh, then Mr. Allen is not, cannot be a full husband to me.
Gotta make that up somewhere else.
In a full, true sense of being a husband.
Precisely so. And as a physician, it behoves me to observe how unnatural and lamentable it is that a wife be so neglected.
Oh, Simon.
Oh, my darling Avis.
Okay, that is an ending. So yeah, this has been Astrologaster. I really like the style of how it's like flipping through the page of the book, and I like how all the narration, there's like a lot of voiceovers and narration, and then the songs before meeting every character. I think it's very interesting, and just a fun like little game to play in your free time. But yes, this game is leaving Game Pass on March 15th, 2021. So if you do enjoyed it and want to see what happens to everyone else's stories, be sure to check it out yourself, try it out, see what happens in the stories, and find out what the endings are to all of them and if you can actually get that medical license. But otherwise, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to give me a follow and join me on the next one. I'd love to have people to chat with, talk about the games, hear recommendations about games and anything else. You can also leave those as a comment below. I love to hear recommendations and see what good games there are still to try on Xbox Game Pass. But otherwise, this has been Curly Fry, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye now.